So you're looking for some Florida-friendly landscaping. Well, you're in the right spot because we're taking this Florida native garden and we're doubling it inside. We're gonna keep a couple exotic Florida-friendly plants, but we're gonna be adding some Florida natives. And today we're gonna be talking about a Florida native vine, coral honeysuckle. Scientific name, Lonicera sempervirens, also known as coral honeysuckle. I am so excited to put this in my yard. I have been wanting to put this in my yard since I found out about it. It's just because it's a vining plant, it was hard for me to figure out where was I gonna go put it. Did I have to kill something else to put it in? But I knew at one point when I found the right spot, yes, it's going in. So this plant is native to central and northern Florida and expands even beyond the state. I am excited for it, but it can grow all throughout the state. So if you're in the south, don't worry, you can definitely grow it. In the northern part of the state, when it gets cold, it will die back a little bit and will not be evergreen. But central Florida, south Florida, if you're gonna grow it, it will be evergreen. This plant, it gets some big old flowers on it, 2 inches long, tubular, beautiful coral red flowers. I mean, again, when we talk about something having the look of Florida, anything that's usually that coral red, I just think has that tropical look that people associate with Florida. And I always love it when I find a native plant that has that like look that people associate with Florida, because I feel like it's a great introduction plant into Florida native plants. So this plant likes full sun, but it can definitely grow in semi-shade. You can grow it as a vine on a trellis, so whether it's a flat trellis, arch trellis, teepee, you want to put it on a fence line, it can work for that. It can also work as a ground cover. It gets, in general, from a single plant 10 to 15 feet, and it can be propagated through cuttings, its rhizome structure underneath, or the berries that come later from the flowers. Now, when we talk about the goals and where this is gonna go, so this is gonna go on the arch trellis over here. It will be combined with a couple other vines, which I think is cool because I like this, you know, diversity, it's the spice of life, right? And why I think this is gonna be great. So one, it's gonna add to our shade goal. So it's gonna help shade the sidewalk and part of the wall as it grows all over the arch trellis. We said we wanna add Florida native plants, so check, right? Number 3, we wanted to create food sources and habitat for our wildlife. So this is gonna do a great job because butterflies and hummingbirds, really I don't think bees as much from what I've read, but butterflies, and you know, one day I might get a hummingbird and they'll enjoy it too. Now, once the flower falls off, it gets berries, and these berries are eaten by birds, especially cardinals. Cardinals are actually known for propagating this plant through their, you know, poops. But other animals may go ahead and eat the berries too. So that's really exciting because we're creating another food source for animals outside of just our pollinators. And what else? Oh, and it meets our next goal because we talked about a lot of these plants don't have as showy of flowers. This one, it's got the look. It's gonna have the showy flowers. I'm really excited for it. Oh, I'm so excited to add this to my yard. And you can see this is a very pretty plant, even in its evergreen state. I think different than the non-native honeysuckle, which had a more red tone to its stem. This actually has more of a silver tone, which I think is very pretty. Also, leaves are opposite of each other, so it continues to have that look. So it's gonna be just a really pretty, and then having this intermixing with our Confederate jasmine and other vines that I'm gonna add over there, which we'll get to in a little bit. I think this is gonna just create a beautiful mixture of plants and vines just adding together. So if you're looking for ground covers, you're looking for a vine for your yard, I think this is gonna be a great one to add. I'm just so excited for this one. one. Are you excited for it? I'm excited for it. And you know what? I've just been noticing a lot lately, just this is me talking, there have been so many more butterflies in my yard. And even my dad, who's not a gardener at all, has been saying like, yeah, you've got like, we're getting more and more butterflies. The more pollinating plants, the more habitat spaces, we're really getting a lot of them. So I'm excited for this one. I feel like this is just gonna be like, it's gonna be another powerhouse plant in our yard. Now, one of the questions I have about this plant is that, does it smell nice to us? So the Japanese honeysuckle that people often put in the yard has a beautiful smell, but this one, I actually haven't read anywhere that it does. So that's one of the things I'm gonna be interested in finding out as it continues to grow and blossom. But if it doesn't, that's okay, because the next plant we're gonna be covering is Florida friendly, and it's the gardenia. And man, is it a powerhouse when it comes to a gorgeous smell. So to make sure you don't miss it, go ahead and like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications. New videos each week on Friday and a bonus sometimes on Sunday. Okay, I'll see you soon. Bye!